Jello again. This is my review of Transformers Age of Extinction Voyager class John Goodman. Autobot Hound. First off, here we have Hound's packaging. It's a square box made out of cardboard.
Hey man, what are you doing? They don't want to see the box. Get to the toy.
Hound is green. What's more, he's a green medium defense tactical vehicle. It's a mode that invokes the bulky, armored military soldier that the character embodies. The vehicle is mostly a deep green in color, with a few paint apps to break up the look. Hound's windows are clear plastic. A nice touch, though there's not really much to see inside the cab. There are 6 rolling wheels, all plastic, and sadly, they're the kind of wheel that seems to be snapped onto the figure rather than attached with pins. It's probably a cost-cutting measure on Hasbro's part, and it cheapens the overall feel of the figure, in my opinion. Yet, the wheels do roll relatively well. I have to give them that. All in all, Hound has a nice, hefty, and well-held-together alt mode, and I'm giving it a score of 8.5. Hound has a lot of panels hiding robot parts, and his transformation is a bit on the easy side because of it. Beyond that, it's a satisfying conversion, intuitive to some extent, and yet he does do some things that I don't often see. Transformation gets a 7.5. In robot mode, Hound deviates a bit from the model seen in the movie. He's got a decidedly less paunchy gut and longer legs. Still, he looks good in this mode, very military and a bit cumbrous. Sticking with the military theme, his head is shaped like an army helmet, and he sports something akin to a beard, which gives him that grizzled war veteran look. Unfortunately, the front of the helmet, the face, and the beard are made from that soft plastic that Hasbro has taken to lately. His forearms are also made of the same, and it gives me pause because it calls into question whether or not these parts will hold up well as the years go by. One can only hope, I guess. There are more paint apps revealed in this mode, including a bit of that non-chrome silver paint that I wish Hasbro would use more often. Hound has a very tiny Autobot symbol on his stomach area. It's barely noticeable, but it's there. Molded-in details are very decent on this figure, especially when picked out and detailed by the paint apps. Despite the soft plastic issues I had with this mode, I'm giving it an 8.5. This figure sports no ball joints that I can see. Even so, he's got an excellent range of movement thanks to pin hinges and swivels in just the right spots. They've even given him waist swivel, which is not necessary, but well appreciated. You'll be able to get him into plenty of different poses, and balance is decent. Articulation gets an 8. Hound's only real gimmick is the staggering number of weapons he comes with. 7 guns and a knife make up his arsenal. They can all be attached to him both in alt and robot modes. As if that weren't enough, the weapons combine into one large instrument of destruction, a tool of power plays. Such heroic nonsense. Sorry. Anyway, as gimmicks go, it's not a bad one, and I'm giving it a 7.5. Overall, Hound scores an 8. His alt mode is chunky, transformation is good, robot mode is marred only by the soft plastic issue, articulation is well done, and gimmick is better than some. Recommended. While I never was a fan of the bots with the odd-styled movie faces, those with features that were just too human-looking, I find this figure to be less offensive to me in that regard. I mean, ultimately, he's a great movie toy, even if, or perhaps because, he deviates from the movie model a little. Soft plastic issues aside, I would tell any trans fan that he's well worth a pickup. Of course, I would tell any John Goodman fans the same thing.
And so the scientist says, "That's not a hydroxyl ion. That's my wife."